just a quick update. We're in the allotment greenhouse. We had quite a bad frost last night, and a few of the brassicas have actually caught it. As you see, they're gone a bit wilty. Not all of them, but some of them. So as a temporary measure, I've put a piece of polystyrene board at the back, some insulation. Then I'm going to put some fleece over the top, and hopefully that'll protect them for the next few nights should we have any more. Well, March certainly filled us, didn't it? We had some glorious sunny days, turned the corner into April, and we got hit with the sub-zero temperatures overnight. As you saw from the opening clip there, the brassicas have had a bit of a hit, but they do pick up during the day. Well, most of them do. Anyway, that's not going to stop us. The weather forecast for the next coming week, we've got one more night of sub-zero, then from then on, it's positive. So, starting the seeds for April, we're going to start off with the beans. This one here is a dwarf bean called Ferrari. Never ever grown it before. It goes along the ground, and I first saw it with Dan from Allotment Diary. He had an amazing crop, so I thought I'd give that a try. On the runner bean front, my usual Benchmaster. Nothing else to say about them nice long straight pods. The climbing French bean is one called Blue Lake. That's another one of me usuals. And there's just one more to bring up, and that is the one called Cobra. Now you'll probably see my new bean bed, which I did a couple of videos ago. That's a bit shorter than the one I normally grow in, so obviously the sowings will be a lot less. I'll be starting them off in this root trainer cell tray. This is the smaller booklets. These are 5 in a row as compared to the normal 4, and you can get 50 in a tray. So I'll be altering my proportions, but first of all, we need to fill this full of compost. That's all the beans sown now in the root trainers. I did water the soil as usual before I sowed the seeds. I did 3 rows of Benchmaster on the left. That's 15 in total. 2 rows of Blue Lake, 10 in total. Now next along I did actually plan on doing Cobra, but when I looked in the packet there was no seed left, so I've just increased that and done more Ferrari. So altogether in Ferrari I've done 25. All got left now is just to top them up with a bit of fine compost. I'm just giving the beans a water now. Normally I'd put these in the greenhouse and just let them get on with it, but because we're having a few cold nights, I'm going to be popping them in the propagator just for a few days. A quick look into the Vitopod. As you can see, the peppers and chilies have gone a bit haywire. So these are going to be potted on, or at least some of them. What I'm going to do is decide what I'm going to use for my capillary wicking system and pot those on first. The mix for the potting on the peppers, tomatoes, chilies, whatever I use this is Bathgate's Champions Blend, peat free, and there's a bit of extra sand in as well for drainage. One more thing I do add is a little additive here, and this is called Charge, Eco Thrive Charge, and it's actually described as beetle frass. So make of it of what you will. I always add this into me, particularly me onion potting on, and they seem to do well. Give that a good mix, and then we can start. Potting on, I'll be using these pots, not actually sure the size of them. I'd guess them probably 1 litre, about 12 centimetres square at the top, and they move to round. So let's get cracking. This plant here is called Basket of Fire. It's gone a bit tall for my liking, so what I'm going to do, still got plenty of time to do this, is just take the top out, just nip it above a joint. Could actually put that in for a cutting if I want, but that's made it a bit more sturdy now As you can see, it's got a decent root ball on there. I'll just get the pot. Actually, it could probably go in a slightly smaller pot if need be, but not to worry. And the other thing I do for mine now is give the root ball a little dusting with mycorrhizal fungi. Like that. Goes in the pot. So you can plant this a little bit deeper if you want, up to the first seed leaves. As long as the stem's not too woody, you should be alright. I think if the stem is woody though, it might rot off a bit. But these are flexible and soft, you can tell easily. So I'll just knock that in there, the compost settled down, give it a little tap, and straight into the water bath. I spotted this one just in time, the Celeriac. You can see how they're starting to go a bit leggy now. I should have pricked these out a while ago. So I've just found a little 12 cell half tray there. I'm going to pop them into there. It doesn't matter if you pop these down a bit deeper than the bottom leaves, they'll be alright. We were struggling towards the end, but I still managed to get the 12 plants. I've got a few more onions here to pot on, but they can hang fire. I've just realised I haven't sown any flowers yet. So what better to start off with than my old favourite, the sunflowers. Because I'm not growing so many potato containers this year, I won't be doing so many sunflowers. Probably about half a dozen will do. I've done a 12 tray here. I'll just grab a handful of seed and chuck one in. So these are the saved seed that I've grown for the past, I don't know, 3 or 4 years with the big ones. They originated from the, I think it was either the Russian giant or Titan, I can't remember. But they seem to keep well and the birds love them. Just a little update in the greenhouse on the allotment. These are the Brassicas here, and they're starting to go a bit too big for my liking now. I don't really put them outside yet for another 2 or 3 weeks. Plenty of light in there, daylight, but at night time it's very, very cold. That's what the bubble wraps around. I put a little tent over the top. But to give them a bit more light, I'm going to try and make some room in the cold frame. I've moved the potatoes out onto the allotment bed. I'll cover those up. And there's a couple of trays of Brassicas. Inside here I've still got me peas. I've moved them back in here out of my mate's greenhouse because slightly warmer and them just starting to show. So let's get the rest of the Brassicas into here. So that's the coal frame filled almost to the rafters. The Brassicas hopefully will pick up now because the cooler temperatures, I think they'll do them good. They don't like it too warm. And I've also put my shallots in there. They really need to go out. The bed's almost prepared, so they'll probably be featured in the next video. During the daytime I'll be putting the mesh cover on to give them maximum light and fresh air, but night time I'll be popping the glass covers on again because we're still touching round zero. Just a quick look here at the pear tree. It's amazing how much blossoms on here. Hopefully that's a sign of a good fruiting year for me. Well, I'm going to carry on sorting the greenhouse out, creating a bit more space if that's possible, and also preparing the beds. So many thanks for watching. I hope to see you soon. All the best. Bye for now.